the bracket. Who on there? Oklahoma. They up. Portland, they up. Spurs, they up. Minnesota, they up. Cleveland up, of course. Indiana. Chicago. Number. Let's go. You know what we doing. Ball.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. And guys, for the Pistons, they took care of business in game one, protecting their home court. Tonight, a chance to extend their lead and assert their dominance in this series. And after winning game one, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen. I'm a little overconfident.
You're overconfident? Yeah. Overconfident about what?
Because they're higher speed. They've got to protect their home court advantage, so I kind of know what's going to happen in this game. I'm a little overconfident.
You know, they need to take the approach like they haven't done anything yet. You know, the series doesn't really start until the team wins on the road. So they'll be fine, but they have to have the right approach.
Are you feeling overconfident tonight as we sit here?
Always.
About what? Overconfident about what?
Oh, my gosh. Another song.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Let's go.
Round one of the East rolls on. Game two, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Detroit Pistons. You take a look at the Pistons. A successful outing in game one has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take game two on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first two games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with a win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose two in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
So the Nets starting five. Young is out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Jared Jack. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Kilpatrick in at the shooting guard position. Now here is Jack. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And Jack kicks to Young. Lets it go with a three. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Jackson against Jack. Kicks to Mason. From outside the arc. There's the bucket. Good. Mason's got 5 points so far.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Now here's Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that one's good. Lopez has got his first 2 points. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Harris. There's a good screen. Down low. Here's Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here's Kilpatrick. 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Young's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Drummond kicks to Jackson. And Lopez pulls it down.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it. They come off the loss on Friday.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game. Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line?
I was in one for 300.
Jack with it. Screen by Young. Outside Jack. The kick out to Lopez. Lopez missing again. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. In the corner, it's Harris. Pass to Mason. Takes the 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 8 points for Freak. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Jack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The dish to Lopez. Right wing. And Jack, here we go. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal is to come in here and take one of the first 2 on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting free throws.
And he makes the first. And a different look here for the Pistons. Mozgov, he's checked in for Drummond. Morris comes in for Mason. Johnson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Sessions. Pistons leading by 3. On the court right now. Second quarter starting for the Nets. Brook Lopez is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Kilpatrick in at the point.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Gibson. Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim. And, well, Detroit shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Passes it to Morris. Boom, he kicks it straight down.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Here's the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. He kicks to Lopez. The rebound by Mason.
It really depends on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And that one's good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Gibson with the screen on Session.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's that ball at?
What you wanted?
Huh?
What you wanted?
Yeah.
Turn the light on.
Lopez a
You
screen.
gotta turn the light on.
What?
Turn the light on, please.
Here's
Hold
Bogdanovich.
up.
Covered by Morris.
I'll hold it.
It's right here.
Right,
just the other piece.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Nets shooting their third free throw attempts of the game.
Have a good day.
You too.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Session.
If you got to stab Keith, stab him.
Thaddeus Young.
If you got to stab him, stab him.
Taj Gibson.
Not him.
Keith.
He hits the second from the line. Pistons leading by 8. To the paint. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. Screen by Young. Lopez, a screen on Morris. Here's Bogdanovich. Softly drops in the floater. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Drummond, a screen. Dishes it to Morris. There's the triple. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Kilpatrick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Young.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
That's good. 16 points for Freak.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Clark, they've dialed it in here in the second quarter, playing really well.
Catch up with Doris from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with. That it takes to get those shots. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And he's good on the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jack. 4 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And the Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Temple's checked in. Here is Ilyasova, doubled by Mason. And Ilyasova kicks to Jack. Inside, and Young slams it home.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Mason misses.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Here's Temple, guarded by Harris. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jack. Again, the Nets for two.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hand. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 21 points for Freak.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Temple. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Mason dishes to Jackson. And another three for Detroit.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. I mean, they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
Ilyasova, a screen on Jackson. Jack passes to Ilyasova. Again, Young missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here is Jack. Will it go? He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pistons lead by 16. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. I don't try to force it on offense with the attack. That's why I've had success here.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Okay, fellas, way to come out with a real sense of urgency, rising to the occasion. I like what I'm seeing.
Only tough part of this game is going to be playing just as good a second half as you did a first half. That's the challenge. You were terrific on defense and offense, and I don't want to see a letdown in either spot. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And I don't want us moving things along too quickly to start the third quarter. A casual tempo will suit us just fine.
This game isn't just about today. We get this win, we build momentum for the rest of the playoffs. Our train will be rolling.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for the kid. He has 23 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Jackson and Caldwell both the guards. Harris is out there with Mason. And it's Drummond in at the center position. That's the group start in the second half for Stan Van Gundy.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets put on a show. He ended with 26 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Fires from deep. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And here on the 2K leaderboard are the leading three-point shooting teams from the regular season. The Pistons, number 1.
Boy, this team has an awful lot of confidence, Kevin, from behind the three-point line. I think in large because they have multiple three-point shooters. They don't have to rely on 1 or 2 guys. They've got a number of capable three-point shooters, and that gives you confidence as a team.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Nets. It's stolen. Nets trail by 16. Kilpatrick passes to Jack. Stolen by Jackson. And there's the feed to Mason. Drills the three-pointer. Mason's got 28.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Jack against Jackson. Jack dishes to Lopez. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Feeds it to Mason. And there's the pass to Caldwell Pope. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look here for Detroit with he's checked in for Drummond. And Morris subbed in for Mason. Well, a different look here for the Pistons. Mozgov, he's checked in for Withy. Mason checks in for Tobias Harris. Johnson, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Sessions subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And a new group in for the Nets. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Taj Gibson. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Jarrett Jack.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
The Nets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First one falls for them.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Pistons leading by 18. Kicks to Mason. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Picked by Mozgov. Morris outside. Young with the steal. Here's Kilpatrick. Finishes the break with a slam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
They swipe it from downtown, and that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Detroit up by 6. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fuel. Oh! Beautiful.
Man, those aren't legs. This guy, those are like springs.
Holy smokes, almost superhuman.
Guys, he can really elevate. That we know.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And stolen by Drummond. And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
And that steal paid instant dividend.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Nets trail by 20. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Ilyasova. There's a screen. Here's Kilpatrick. Hits it from three-point range. Kilpatrick's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
He misses the free throw. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for Detroit. Jackson comes in for Sessions. The Nets also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Gibson comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hollis Jefferson. Here's Kilpatrick. He feeds it to Jack. Pass to Gibson. The Nets working the ball around now. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. 6 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
What a night so far for Jack. He has 8 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Detroit, no good that time either.
You can't get in a much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Jack against Harris. Outside Jack. Here's Lopez. Rebound by the Pistons. Mason's got his 3rd rebound on the night. For 3. The rebound by the Nets. Now Jack. Lopez outside. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Harris. Back to Lopez. Puts up the baby hook. The rebound by Mason. Mason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jackson kicks to Mason. Back to Jackson. Shoots it. Shot's good from Mason. Mason's got 7 points here in this quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
That one goes. Count it.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate
Pistons
over
leading
and
by
make
16. Here's Mason, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. First free throw is good. And Mason drops them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it
Yeah,
inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. The dish to Bogdanovich. He goes up again. Taj Gibson again. Gibson's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Here's Mason, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Nets trail by 18. Outside Jack. Gibson with the screen on Jackson. And Jack, here we go. Excellent use of the screen that time.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is off. Wow. And he sinks the second. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Gibson with the screen on Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 19.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Jack, they get the rebound. Good D by Drummond.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Pistons.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for the kid. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Mozgov with the block.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a lesser percentage if you're getting more.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight, and they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs.
One more time. Alright. See y'all till next time.